Test, test. Hmm. What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Give me just a couple minutes to get set up here. I'm having some weird camera issues at the moment. So I'm just double checking to make sure everything's set up correctly, and then we're going to get started. Give me like 3 minutes, y'all. All right, y'all. How's it going? Sorry about that. I had to make sure everything was working. My camera's like duplicating on my screen, which has never happened before. So I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be echoing and you guys couldn't hear me. I had weird audio issues with Facebook earlier. Um, okay, so currently we've got chasers all throughout Kansas. Right now we have Tim's feed pulled up at the moment. He might have just lost the service, so give him just a minute to pull back up. We'll pull him back down. They're near Harper, Kansas. Today we're not going to be super specific uh, on uh, on Tim and Carly's location. Tim and Carly are with Star One behind Reed Timmer and the Dominator, providing extra Star assets for them as well. So they are riding Casey Billings and Star One today. So you will see them and you will see the Dominator today on screen. Right now, Tim's feed kind of went out, so we're going to pull him down for now. Give you a quick look at the radar and go from there. Okay. I'm having some weird. I'm having issues that I've never had before with this program, so just bear with me all as I work through it. Bob Blue. Mhm. All right, y'all. So currently, there's a tornado warning out, and it's been observed uh, on. We might have actually seen that just a few minutes ago on the live stream. Right as we pulled it up at the beginning. That could have been on Tim's live stream for a brief moment. It was hard to see exactly what it was. Obviously, I couldn't tell if it was on the ground, but it did look like there was potentially something there for sure. But in this general vicinity is where Tim and Carly are with Reed, and they're on this storm. Has a tornado warning that is observed on it. So, and I'll zoom out here so you can see all of Kansas. Got a nice, uh, gonna be a nice big wind threat probably through here, especially throughout certain parts of this line. And then the tornado producers, there definitely could be some embedded tornadoes through this line here, but these ones that are going to be sticking out just in front of the line are going to be the big tornado threat for that. Um, okay, guys, we got Tim back here. I'm gonna pull him back up. Kind of, I'm actually going to pull him up a little bit bigger here so you can see. Um, he's going to try to fix his camera for us. We're going to. All right, y'all. I'm going to pull him up just a little bit bigger here so you can see his screen just a little better. We're going to keep moving this around. It's going to look like all different weird things here so you can see it. I can try to show you everything here. Uh, cool. So this is where they're at down here. Let's see if we can get another radar view as this one. Let's just pull this one up here. There we go. Looks a little better. Actually, here we go. Even better. Voila. Boom. So this is what this thing looks like. Looks like some rotation uh, in there. I would say there's a good chance that this would be rain wrapped. Really difficult to see if there is something there. Um, but was observed a little bit ago. I don't know if it's still observed or not. You can see on the screen there the Dominator's flipping around, but they're trying to get him into a good position here. So this is their location near Harper, Kansas. You got another storm right behind it that looks very interesting. Not severe orange yet, but could be. Let me check my timestamps here. If you haven't joined us on a live before, uh, keep in mind that I'm sharing this on my screen here, so that my time is going to be a little bit different. So I am on Mountain Time. So as you can see up here, it's just 3:48. So if you're Central Time, just subtract. If you're Eastern Time, subtract one. If you're Eastern Time, just subtract two. Really, the minutes, what it's going to be pretty current time. The minutes is what you're really going to be paying attention to. The minutes will be the same across the board. So if this is showing 48, and your time is showing 49, then it's a 1 minute old scan. So just to let you guys know that in advance, I try to let everyone know when we first start about that. Sometimes I forget, um, but but yeah, so we got this storm right behind it. We'll be keeping an eye on for sure. If you're north of Wichita, this is bowed out pretty good here. It has some pretty significant hail. It's got considerable damage tagged to it, 70-mile-per-hour winds, and ping pong ball size hail. Right here on the north side of this little bow here, coming up through Bel Air. You guys have a Bel Air? It's Kansas. Look at you guys. You all freaking fancy having the Bel Air out here. No, but probably just north of 254 here is where this main wind threat is going to be. And then you got a serious hail core here coming up on Park City. So if you live in Park City, this hail's pretty much right on top of you. If you haven't already, it might be a little late now to get your car under some cover. Hey, my phone is dying. Need to fix that. All right. One of the things you'll notice a lot is the more in the field, our cell phone coverage kind of cuts out a little bit. The places that we're chasing in are bare. Uh, and we lose cell phone coverage a lot. So there you go. Clint just said that it does sound like it was rain wrapped and very hard to see, as I suspected, based off of what the radar showed. So just keep that in mind as this comes along. Uh, Storm is still tornado warned. It was observed earlier. It's not currently observed, but they've rewarned it. We're watching this appendage here. Actually, let me go. Let me come up here. I want to see what this looks like a little bit more high rotation there, higher level. Okay. So, again, pretty decent hail core coming into Park City here. And then you got the tornado warning here. The storm right behind you that I said we were going to be paying attention to coming into Medicine Lodge. Again, we're in Kansas, y'all, in the southern part of Kansas here. Um, it does have a special weather statement on it now. So the weather is noting this storm. It is paying attention to it. And I think they should as well. Um, they know more than me, but I would agree with them. I wouldn't be surprised if here in the next few scans it doesn't go through a thunderstorm warning, to be honest. So we'll keep an eye on that too. But here you go. All the out here. We'll switch radar here so we can get up here. Some pretty heavy rain. Nothing too crazy. These are just your normal, your typical classic storms. There isn't anything too super crazy with these up here. Just going to be a lot of rain, maybe some lightning in there as well. Maybe very, very small hail. Nothing crazy at all for that. So this line of storms here is what we're really worried about currently, and then anything that potentially blows up right behind this as well. So anyway, um, I hope everyone had a good day at work. When is it? Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. We're almost there. We're getting through the week. We're almost to hump day on Wednesday. This is one of my favorite snacks. Is the chocolate covered peanuts. Uh, this stuff, I might have a small addiction to these things. They're very, very good. I bought like we bought like 3 boxes of these things, and this is my last box. I've already been through it in like a few days. I gotta stop. It's bad. Anyway, um, I know it's hard to see on Tim's page there, but we're probably just in a little bit of bad service, and the phone is struggling to actually get a good view there. But that is the Dominator in front of him. He is with him and Carly with Wicked Weather, are with Casey Billing and Star One, partnered with Team Dominator Storm Recovery. They are providing search and rescue assets uh, for Reed Timmer and his team. Let's zoom back in here on this tornado warning. This is going to be the area, the general vicinity that the team is in currently. Uh, so this storm is coming up on Mayfield, Wellington area, maybe even Oxford. It's getting a little far out. These storms aren't moving like incredibly fast. They can definitely move way faster. Basically, is what I'm saying. And they're not the slowest either, but they're not super bad. Uh, not too hard to keep up with yet. Uh, but yeah, this is where this is. This is where that rotation is. We're working on trying to get a good view for y'all as Reed and the team get back into position. So we have a few other chasers out in the field as well, waiting for them to grab their cameras and pull them up. If they do, we'll see. Um, sometimes you get, either just out of position or you think the storms are gonna blow up in a certain spot, and, we're all human, we all make mistakes. Sometimes we're just wrong. Sometimes the weather doesn't wanna cooperate or doesn't do what we think it's gonna do, We only know so much about the weather. There's still a lot we don't know. So, uh, the weather has a mind of its own, and sometimes we're just wrong. It is what it is. But if somebody gets something that looks pretty decent, they'll throw the camera up here, and we'll put that up for you as well. So, but we will be here uh, through this afternoon. Um, depending on how long these guys go or how long these storms last, we might have to switch platforms. I might have to pop off here in a few hours. Uh, but we will still be live. We will still get the cameras up for you so we can show you. You'll be able to listen to the team um, still do the thing that they do, which is try to rope naders. So let me just check on everyone's location here so I can get a better understanding of where they're at, and then I can tell you guys. So, so funny enough, pretty much all of our team is on this storm here. Um, we've got if you can see my mouse down here, we've got Noah that's right in. Let me make sure I'm telling you right. Yeah, we've got Noah that is about right in here somewhere. We've got Clint that is right around here. And then the Dominator is also in this area. We're very, very close, somewhere in between those two. So uh, we are, uh, everyone basically likes the storm. You got other chasers you can see on the screen. You've got other chasers that are on the storm as well. So they're thinking this thing could produce. You got seeing a little bit of structure there on the screen there to the left, which looks pretty good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So again, this is a radar indicated threat. Uh, the Dominator is getting into position here. Oh, there we go. Look, check it out. Uh, pull them up big for you there. Got some great structure to it, doesn't it? Looks very, very good. Nice lightning. Uh, hard to actually see the rotation from our point of view, but I'm sure there's definitely rotation there. But it looks beautiful. It's a nice storm. Thanks for giving us a peek, Tim. Appreciate it. This thing's definitely got an appendage on it. I'm back to tilt one. Oh yeah, you can see the rotation there. It's definitely rotating for sure. Hi, bye. Sorry, Carly. You're the one that has the camera now, don't you? I apologize. Poor Carly's got those med kits like just swinging around back there. That's so funny. Hey, Clint, are you in Illinois? He's literally like right around the corner from y'all. From Noah? He's right around the corner from Tim and Carly, and then Noah is uh, right behind them. Noah's just south of Harper. They're basically a few miles to Noah's east. Yeah, I just got off the phone with Noah. He said his car broke down and he's clear of the storm to the east, but there's one to the west. He needs to watch the grid. And he's like figures out. So I'm trying to see if Clint can go by and scoop him or somebody can scoop him because he broke down. Yeah, I'm not like the 60 and head that way. The sun is looking good for disorganized anyway. Well, anyway, I mean, yeah, I'm going to do my race car. And I got a bunch of my truck too, as far as the Clint, he is on 160, just south of 160, just south of Harper. Or two, depending on how it's showing on uh, maps. Hey, firm. He's heading back northbound. My guess is he's probably heading into Harper to park his car somewhere. Yeah, should be good. I'll head that way. Thank you. All right, guys. Sorry about that. We're doing some coordination. One of our chasers is having some vehicle issues at the moment, which is not uncommon for the amount of miles that we put on vehicles. It happens. So anyway, this storm by Medicine Lodge now has a severe thunderstorm warning on it and has an appendage on it. It's looking pretty decent at the moment. We will see what happens with that as it comes up. Probably, let me put the play on this. Probably just north of. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a second. Let me pull Tim and Carly's feet down here so I can actually see. I can see. Make him small again. Save? Question mark. Update. Sure. Well, nope, I don't like it. Uh,
Also, Clint, just a little update. I just told Noah that you're going to come in, and he wanted to know if you could swing by the Nashville and Harper to pick it up. He said he's got a ride when he's one out there. So if you want to swing right there and grab them, really.
Okay, so here's the storm right behind here. That's getting a little bit of an appendage on her, so we'll have to monitor that. Uh, there, this thing is just now starting to get to adult strength. So again, we'll keep an eye on that. The tornado warning has been canceled for now for the storm. But again, as most of you know, I try to explain this stuff. Storms go through cycles, uh, like it's life cycles, where it'll be really strong, and then it'll slowly die out for a little bit, and then it'll get strong again. There's no necessarily set time frame of how this like happens, or like the amount of time between it dying out and coming back. Sometimes it happens really quick. Other times it's a little bit slower and takes some time. But typically that's what we see here. So, and you know, especially with storms that produce tornadoes or large tornadoes that are very strong and very healthy. That's why you kind of see if you look at a tornado map where a tornado has went through, you'll watch it kind of touch down, uh, and it looks like it's picked up, and then touch it down again somewhere else a few miles down the road and picks up. That's pretty much quite literally what you're saying is that storm going through its cycle and getting strong again, strong enough to drop a tornado and weakening slightly. Boom. All right. So again, all these storms are moving through Kansas. I'll zoom out here so you can kind of see we're in the southern part of Kansas right now. So where most of the storms are, the storms that we are concerned about. Anyway, tomorrow, y'all, it's going to be Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, kind of right in here. This will be the threat area for tomorrow. So it'll be tomorrow afternoon, evening into the night hours probably. So be ready for that. Right now, we are focused on this here. Let's see what else we got going on. This hail just went through Bel Air here, about ping pong ball size hail. Pretty decent hail. If you guys live in these areas, by the way, and you have uh, videos or pictures, drop them in the chat. We'd love to see them. We'd love to share what what you went through. So we'd appreciate that. All right. Let me. All right, y'all. So uh, Tim and Carly, as well as Reed's team, are still sticking with this storm here in Danville currently. They're going to reposition and probably get out in front of this thing a little bit and see what this thing could do. So they still like this storm here. And also, it'll be really easy for them. They're probably sticking with this as long as possible because it'll be really easy for them to just fall back if they need to. if this storm back here starts looking better. But right now we got all this. Let me hit play here so we can take a look. See all this stuff starting to build down here. Um, this storm could do one of two things. They could feed and just eat this stuff here, or this line that looks like it's starting to form could continue down here, um, and um, and basically we'll end up choking this out to where it's not going to look as good. So a couple things could be possible there. So we'll keep an eye out. It does look like there's this secondary line that's going to start forming right behind this one. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. But right now, pretty much our entire team is here. Clint is being a bro, going to pick up another one of our chasers back here in Harper, whose vehicle is having vehicle issues. And again, that happens with the amount of miles I've put 3,000 plus miles on my vehicle in one weekend. So it happens. It's gonna happen when you're putting that many miles on a car. Luckily we have plenty of other chasers in the area, so that's gonna be a bro. Go pick up our other chaser there, Noah, and they're gonna get back on the storm. So right now, again, we have Tim and Carly with Star Casey Billings and Star One with Team Dominator Storm Recovery, following Reed Timmer and the Dominator uh, on the storm here in coming out of Danville. So they're trying to get right back into position, and that's what we got happening currently.
Update. Clinton, he has said he's going to actually go back to his truck. I got jumper cables. I'm going to try to jump it just to see if it works. So if you're able to just about this tracking for me, so sorry, but I'm sure he will be out.
A firm. You can have them drop a pin for you, but Clint, I think if you turn left on this next road here, 70 that you're coming up on, it'll almost just follow that through. It'll almost spit you out right next to the truck, I think. Just stay on that road straight. Unless, of course, it's a dirt road and it's super soaked, in which case maybe not. Copy that. I can't help myself. I've got to have these things until they're gone. I'm going to be sad. Yeah, he's somebody else in jumper cables and is starting to go back to his truck. All right, y'all. Um, I gotta put these chocolate covered peanuts down. Check this out. Super neat. Look at this massive severe thunderstorm warning here coming out of Wichita. Um, Probably for the best. There can be some good line of nice wind that's going to be coming through here, coming towards Augusta and Douglas, and possibly even some decent hail again uh, as this thing strengthens. But pretty gnarly line here that we got going, and then the south of here. This is going to be where we're concerned the most about a tornado threat here at the moment, and possibly even maybe as this line starts blowing up behind it to the south, but or to the west, excuse me. But again, I'm not saying that no tornadoes can't pop up through this line. Typically, you see.
I was just trying to.
Typically, you'll see very weak tornadoes through here, potentially, if any tornadoes at all. But they'll be embedded, or they would be rain wrapped. You wouldn't even know that they were in there until probably after, and you get hit. Like, holy crap, that was a lot of wind, and then you kind of start looking at the damage. You're like, well, that tree's that way, and this tree's that way, and that tree's that way. That seems spinning, right? So that's kind of what happened. A lot of these tornadoes don't get found out that there's a tornado there afterwards. So sometimes they get warned. So with these big wind threats, especially, you just have to, you know, be cautious and treat it as a super dangerous threat. Just get indoors, stay indoors, get away from windows. These even these straight line wind threats be uh, pretty destructive, to be honest. So treat that as such. Still like this. Look at this little ball that's starting to maybe perform back here. We'll have to watch that. And there's some odds. Be on the lookout here for this coming probably just north of you. Maybe right into town. We'll have to pay real close attention to that. There, it does look like there's some rotation on that. I'm gonna switch over to radars here so we can see what it. That one doesn't look as impressive. Let's go back here to Dodge City. More impressive, but still not super crazy. We'll keep an eye on this. This is definitely something to watch. I'm not sponsored by Mountain Dew, by the way. I just really like it. It's definitely not a Mountain Dew. Definitely not. I have everything covered, so you can't see it. Okay. Boing. Down here. Hmm. Okay. Go check everyone's location here. Keep a nice eye on them. All right. So, yep. Tim Carley, Casey, Star1, Reed, they're all in and around Mayfield. They're getting ahead of this storm here, and they're sticking with it. Hmm. half dollar size hail with the storm coming out of Medicine Lodge. Still getting uh, still maturing. That one is. With this storm here, we have the tour possible tag on it. Considerable damage threat with the hail size there. Winds are showing about 60 miles per hour currently with that. So, oh, look at that! Look what's happening there. What's we got going on here, huh? Trying to be sneaky, trying to drop a little appendage down there without us seeing. Sneaky storm, sneaky storm. All right. Holy crap! How close was that lightning? That seemed crazy close. I don't know if anybody else saw that on Tim's feed there. It looked really close. I don't know if it actually was or not, but looked like it was just off to the right. All this little bitty stuff, like I said, is stuck into the storm here. I don't know if you could Tim's feed. We're gonna pull in my big here real quick because that cloud motion looks pretty cool. Lots of motion in those clouds, huh? Where'd my mouse go? Here we go. All right. There's a little baby tornado warning over here in southern Colorado, Trinidad. Ooh, I see. I see you, El Moro. I take that seriously, El Moro. I take it get to cover. If you're in northeast of Trinidad, Colorado, uh, I'd be in your safe space for that one there. Oh, here's my other tornado warning way over Pennsylvania. Look at that. With a flash flood warning uh, tail on it. Look at that nice line forming finally. Getting real solid now. Ooh, look at this here. Little notch. Tim's got some cool shots. Looks real spooky and dark here, huh? Oh. Give me just a second, guys. I forgot my dragon is out of its cage. I have to find it. Where's the dragon? 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 The dragon is MIA. We shall find it. Dragon? There's the dragon. He was hiding under a cover. It's the dragon. Her name is Moose Shoe. It is not copyright. I did. I totally came up with that on my own. Has no other reason. Putting the dragon on. Okay. Focus. Um, definitely watch this notch in here. Paying attention to that there. This storm has increased to considerable damage threat due to 2-inch hail. So if you live near Mayfield or north of Mayfield here, in any of these pink spots, watch out. this hail's big. Probably will crack your windshield big. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull him back down a little bit. Oh, it's too small. Too small. I did it. My bad. Hold up. To be honest, I really don't need to be that big either. I'm still learning. All right, leave me alone. I'd rather have him bigger and me small. You don't need to look at me. You guys don't wanna look at me anyway. And considering he's the only one that we have filled up at the moment and nobody else on, we can just do this. Something like that. That works. I don't have a very nice, pretty, organized screen. Do we really need it? You can see everything, right? Also, I don't really know how to get this bigger. Like I would love to pull the radar up, like straight up. Oh, wait, it's gonna let me do it. Hold on. It wasn't letting me do it earlier, but it is gonna let me do it now. I like this better. Hey, look at that. It's bigger now. I swear I tried earlier to make it bigger and it was like just not doing it. So, but it's doing it now. That's fine. It's good for me. What's it trying to do? Here? Huh? Here? Here? Look at that hail core on this thing now. That's crazy. Still 2-inch hail up here. Move, get out of the way. Just north of Mayfield, Kansas, southeast of Conway Springs. Right in that area. They just extended that. I knew that was coming. Uh, Super destructive now. uh, Big hail. You're talking softball size hail now in here. Look at those pretty colors. Not what you want to see if you're in the path of this thing. Um, so, uh, Bell Bell Plain. Is that how you say that? Bell Plain. Be on the lookout. Let me hit play again for you guys. I'm sure Brian's watching this, like face palming because he always tells me to hit play on the radar, and I forget to. I get distracted easily. I'm distracted easily. I'm sorry. Okay. Uh, so yeah, so probably right in here, in between Wellington and Belle Plaine, is where this hail core is going to be coming. Hopefully, you guys cross your fingers you live around this. Hopefully, you guys are getting lucky and this thing will start cycling before it gets to you. But right now, it's looking like it's strengthening and it's strengthening quick. Um, there's definitely rotation through this whole storm. This thing is all wrapping around here. So Wellington. be paying very, very close attention to the storm right now. Oh, we lost Tim's feed. He's coming back now. Once he pulls back up, we'll add him back. There we go. We see him. Hello, Tim. Wave to everybody. We're facing you. There we go. Now we're good. I'll make him just a little bigger. I can't help but fidget. Keep trying new stuff. Hmm. Phew. These are the two storms that are most concerning at the moment. Obviously, this line here is concerning as well. It does have a tour possible tag on it. So anywhere through Augusta, Douglas, Bloomington, Kansas, El Dorado, y'all need to be paying attention to this as it comes up on you. Because I mean, like I've said before, the tornadoes can be embedded in this line. Um, Typically, they are weaker tornadoes, but you need to take them seriously. They can still be very strong and still cause a lot of damage. Even these straight line wind threats, like I said before, can cause some pretty good damage on this front here. Augusta, you're probably about to get smoked with some pretty decent wind. That's really just reaching out there. Augusta, be ready for this wind here, possibly there. But again, these storms look the most concerning at the moment. This one's super, super destructive, very large hail embedded with it. And then this just looks classic supercell look there with a little appendage trying to wrap around on the backside. So that one's definitely getting its act together. It's been growing since we started about an hour ago. So we'll also have to watch this guy down here as well. These southernmost storms tend to be always ones to watch, but obviously this thing's going to start growing. Be interested to see as this thing grows, these start combining again. I'm assuming they're going to, and just see what happens with the storm as it starts pushing east here. If these storms start combining, you'll probably start seeing this one take more of a straight line type shape, and this might look more dominant, and it might start looking more like what we've got going on right here as this line moves. If they can stay separated, then both of them could be potentially like super good. So we will watch what's happening. If I had to guess based off of what's happening right here with these two little rain signatures here, um, it's probably going to combine. So, but we'll keep an eye on that as well. We still could probably got a little bit, probably the next 20, 30 minutes maybe before that really starts taking shape. Nice little inflow notch here on this thing. Pretty intense. What we got going on here? Pause this for a second. This is getting to be a real intense storm, y'all. Super strong winds, I'm sure, with this inside this thing. Luckily, it looks like the hail core has thinned out a little bit, but it could just be going through its cycle. It could intensify again really quick. All right, yeah. So as you can see, it's Tim's speed up there. Tim in and out a little bit, but that's okay. Hopefully, we get it back here soon. Um, they are going to be around the Wellington area uh, on this storm. They're in a really good position at the moment. So um, you should be able to see some pretty good structure potentially within this thing, especially off to the left. So we're going to blow them up here and see what we can see here. Their service might not be super great. Apologize for uh, the graininess. I'm going to see if I can get you guys a better view of the storm over here to the left. All right, guys, I'm gonna do my best to get you a better shot here. All right, guys, his feed's cutting out, so I apologize about that. We're just gonna bring him back down here. So it's starting to bow out. It's gonna be some real strong winds probably through here. Coming up on 81. Come back and take a peek at this thing now. Still about the same as it was earlier. But again, this I feel like this gap might be starting to get a little bit filled in there. So we'll have to watch to see if that fills in. What are you doing? I know. Sorry. Okay. So Ian's got a reposition here. Okay. So they did issue a flash flood warning for the Wichita area. Again, if you guys live in Wichita and you have videos of this flooding that's happening, because I know it's happening, it says it's observed. If you guys have videos, please send them in. Put them on the chat. We'd love to see them for sure. Check this bow out right here. Leon, Kansas, get up for it. The wind's coming. That info is looking good. Nice bow right out here. This wind is going to be really strong. Hey, there we go. Now we can see the. Oh, yes. Now we can see the storm. I'll pull you guys up here. Thank you, Carly. BEA, beautiful. Looking great. Nice coloration there. Oh, look at that. They moved the mount for us. How solid. That's awesome. Again, the team is near Wellington, Kansas. That's where we're at right now. Got some great structure there, some great coloration. Carly is trying to help us out and get us some good views. So thank you, Carly. Appreciate it very much. Spooky, looking spooky. Ugh. Um, okay. Oh, this grossness moving into Missouri here. Kansas City, I think lots of rain. Ottawa, uh, Paola, Garnett. That was some crazy lightning. Looked like I just caught that out of the corner of my eye on that. Y'all fixing to get a little wet here. Lots of rain, lots of pretty decent storms. These are just your basic storms here. Um, we can pull this up real quick so you can see. Check it out. It's about the same as what it did. So El Dorado storm got some pretty large hail, 2-inch hail, toward possible tag on this thing. So again, Leon, watch out. This stuff's coming towards you currently with this little bow of a storm here. Then just north of Leon is where that hail is looking to, to, to pass through. Down here, still again, basically the same thing. Toward possible 2-inch hail currently. Wellington's getting slammed right now. And then the main part of the storm here is about to cross 81 south of Wellington. So it's 6 p.m. there, guys, in Kansas, and it looks like it is like 9 p.m. With how dark that storm is. You can see the light shining through off behind them, and they're trying to get repositioned here to stay in front of this thing. Okay, so interesting here, kind of what we were talking about, maybe potentially these two storms combining. It looks like this storm is kind of starting to get sucked into this one and might make something weird here on the backside. We'll have to pay attention to this and see what's going to happen as these storms interact. This one looks like it might potentially be able to stay by itself here. Um, but keep in mind, this huge line of storms just went right through here, which could potentially cause this to weaken or not get as strong as what maybe it could have. So we'll keep an eye on this interaction. We'll be really interested to see. It could go, this direction could go this way. We're not really sure what it's going to do here, but we will we'll keep an eye on it and pay attention to it. It does have a little bit of rotation possibly there. And does this line up? Not quite lines up. We'll just keep an eye on it and see what it's fixing to do. So nice large uh, wind threat there though, especially wind at the moment. So as the night goes on here, y'all, we are definitely this line is going to really fill in, and it's going to look nasty. Going to have probably a really big wind threat, especially coming up as it gets probably into uh, uh, like the Yates Center, Neodesha, Fredonia. I hope I'm saying these right. Independence area. Goes as it comes up here, it's going to get pretty pretty intense, I would say. And they're already intense. Don't get me wrong. Look at this. I mean, geez, that's massive. I will not be surprised if they don't start putting flash flood warnings out for this as well. That's just that has a lot going on there. But as it goes on, this line will really start filling in and pushing east here. All right. Well, while they're going through the storm, we're going to put them back down here. not allowed to see at the moment. Uh, okay, look at this craziness. Big storm, big storm, big storm. Tiny, tiny storm, baby storm, big storm. Okay, he got rotation in this thing. Foreshadow. How strong it is, I don't know. No, let's go up to, let's tilt this bad boy. Tilt. Yeah, it's there. Not super strong, but it's there. We will watch that too. Sorry if you can, I don't know if you can hear the crawling and stuff. It's the dragon. She's pacing back and forth. Even though she was just out of her enclosure for like a good 2 hours. So, all right. Yeah. Uh, I'll be watching this. I'll be keeping a close eye here on this one there. We'll keep zoomed out here so we can watch this thing. And that's the little pins on the backside of this thing as well. Oh, I'm at last man. There's definitely some decent rotation there now. Is this check? Yeah, that checks. Maybe getting some anticyclonic rotation going on the backside of that thing. Um, so we'll watch those two as well. So notice, guys, this threat here. I'm going to step way out. All this green here. That's your. These are tornado risks. These are your 2% area. Uh, this severe risk actually stretches all the way down here, even in Oklahoma City. So, I mean, Oklahoma City, you're looking at a night, overnight type threat, probably mostly wind threat here. But you can see some of these storms going down through here around the early morning hours, if I had to guess. So we'll just have a way to have alerts. I mean, Oklahoma City, you guys are no stranger to this. So you guys know what to do. Um, do it. Just have your plans ready. It's going to be a wind threat mostly. Zoom in, back to this. So I'm sorry if my radar is really blurry on this screen. I'm not sure why. It's like it's struggling to load. I have no idea why it would be struggling to load. It doesn't really make a lot of sense for me, but let's see if I can go. Okay, what we got here? Any more? Anything new? Not really. This would be interesting. I'll have to watch that nice little ball superstar as it comes down in here. Okay, we are trying to get other juicer speeds up here, uh, but again, from the beginning, we know it's really weird. I have double. I'm pulled up twice down here, and I don't know why. I've been concerned that that could be an issue. Luckily, it doesn't seem like it has been, but I'm struggling with some of the other features as well, just being weird. So we're going to see. Maybe we might correct this here in a minute. All right, guys. I apologize. We are working some technical difficulties at the moment. If you can't hear me, I'm sorry. But give me just a couple minutes. We might end up shutting this down and then pulling up. Brian might be taking over and pulling up a different platform and everything to hopefully get you more views and stuff like that. Because currently we're just having running into some issues. We are going. I'm going to keep working this. So doing just a few minutes, and then if we decide that we're going to switch over, switch everything over, I'll let you know. And and we'll go from there. So give me just a couple more minutes. I apologize. We've just had been having uh, a lot of issues. We're doing our best to get you all some more chasers. Okay. Again, sorry guys, we're having some technical difficulties. I'm being told that on. Hey, actually, you know what? If you guys can hear me okay, can you put a comment in and let me know that you can hear me? That would be fantastic. A couple people were saying that they're having trouble hearing me, and I'm trying to determine if it's on my end or their end. So if you can put a comment and let me know if you can hear me, that's one of the technical difficulties we're having. The other one is getting our chasers into this program right now. So we are working that, and if for some reason we can't figure it out, we might have to switch platforms. But if you guys don't mind, you can drop uh, a a message in if you can or cannot hear me. well. I would appreciate it while we figure out the other thing here. I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick update and assume that you guys can hear me. So this storm has been pretty good at staying behind this other line. It's not getting super strong. I mean, it's still strong, but like not as strong as what it probably could be, just because it's coming in right behind this other line. I'd be interested to see what it does as it gets into Wichita here. But the Winfield, Arkansas, actually the Winfield area, be ready for some decent wins. This is going to be on you. This is on your doorstep now. Oop, sorry guys. Well, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. I can pull up. I can pull up people's messages on the side. I didn't realize I could do that. That's just a new feature. See, this platform's great. It works. I really haven't had that many issues with it. It's just today for some reason. But let's pull up Lexi's. Hey, that's awesome. We can give people shout outs. See, this is why you comment because then I can shout you out and be like, hey, check this person. I didn't realize I could do it. I just found that out. Okay. I keep an eye on this little end here. Pay close attention to that. And we'll go back here. Let's see what radar I'm on. Okay, I'm on the Wichita radar. Let's jump down to this radar down here. See what it looks like from here. There's inflow. Inflow is just coming in here. Still an inflow notch right in here. Just feeding this thing. Pretty large storm. I'm actually really surprised that there's flash flood putting out with this as well. Okay. Again, we got Tim and Carly in Star One, Reed Timmer. They're riding with Casey Billings in Star One in Kansas on this storm here. Let me see where they're at here. Okay, so they're near Arkansas City. Uh, that's where they're at, which is a pretty good place to be. So they're sticking with this big storm here. The line is kind of really just gotten real messy, hasn't it? Just real messy and kind of died out, starting to become little scattered storms here. Not as much of a line at the moment. It's just got this massive thing here. Okay, sorry guys, Tim's feed kind of cut out there, so hopefully we can try to get it back. Um, but if we can't, we'll work on getting working on this here to get some other stuff up. So give me just a few minutes, y'all. I'm gonna go away for just all right, y'all. I'm not getting a lot of response from people here. Unsure if people can actually hear me or not. People are kind of like iffy about it. Not getting a lot of communication here. Um, we I've tried getting some of the chasers back up on here, but for some reason it's just not letting me do it. So we have having some difficulties with that, having some difficulties with audio, and then people's feeds are just cutting out. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this. We apologize for the difficulties. We've been trying to work through them. That's why it's been kind of quiet. Tried to work through it as I'm talking. It's really difficult to do that. So we're going to go ahead and end this stream, and then what we're going to do is we're going to work on trying to get everything back up on another platform. So give us a little bit. We're going to try to get everything back up. We have a few chasers still out in the field. They're still going to be with this thing. And again, Tim and Carly and them are still with Star One behind Reed. So hopefully we can get them back on and uh, and go from there. So so yeah, so thanks again for tuning in. We're gonna switch over and hopefully try to get back up on another platform. So we'll see you guys hopefully here in a little bit as long as we can get things going and we don't have more technical difficulties like we've been having. So see you guys here in a little bit, and thanks again for tuning in.